What's up, YouTube? Dirty Dave here, Dirty Dave TV, back with another KE100 video. Hoping this works out because I'm trying out a new mic muffler so you don't hear my heavy breathing throughout the entire video, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just cruising some local streets, getting out for some motorcycle therapy, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Hopefully the view is good. I changed the camera angle as well. Motorcycle therapy, or any therapy for that matter. You know, the world is in a really weird place right now where there's a new normal. People are losing their jobs, people are losing their insurance, people are, for one of the first times in America since the Depression, are wondering where they're going to get their next meal from, some people. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on that and some of my own life experiences. And you know, I'm not really looking for this video to go viral or anything, although that would be really cool if it did. But I would like if it were to help at least one person. I think that would really be awesome, because there are people that helped me in my times where I was down in the dumps. Okay, so I only have like 55 subscribers, so you know, most of you, if you're just watching this, you're probably watching it from a recommendation or on a YouTube search or whatever it might be. So the majority of you may or may not know me, which is fine. But I think I can say for myself and pretty much anybody, we've all been through some dark times. And this, for a lot of people, is one of them. With this whole coronavirus thing going on, people afraid of what their next day is going to look like. And the message I want to put out is, you know, we will go through some rough times in life. We always do. I've been there. I'm sure you all have as well. But what we need to realize in those times is that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? So just because today is dark, tomorrow may be a better day. Or it may not be tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. It might be 3 months from now. Or it might be a year from now. But there are always better days ahead, and we need to endure the rough times. They make us stronger to appreciate the good times. Now, I'm not going to give you a, hey, I'm living proof example, but, you know, as of right now, throughout this whole coronavirus, I feel very fortunate because I do have a job. I'm able to work from home. Oh, no outlet. I'm able to work from home, and I have my insurance, and I don't really have a whole lot of worries. And I'm not rubbing that in anyone's face. My point being is that 15 years ago, this was not the case, okay? I was in a massive state of panic. I had lost my job. I had stopped seeing somebody I was dating. And I was living on my own. And I became, day after day, as I started to lose hope, I became very scared. I started to feel panic, and I did feel as though things were never going to get better. And the point I'm making here is that sometimes things are horrible, but realizing and having hope and faith that things will get better, because most of the time they do. I'm not going to lie and say they always do, but things will get better. You know, who would have thought when I was 29 years old that the situation I was in, I know I didn't think that I would be in a situation today whereby I feel good about who I am, the job that I have, and I feel comfortable that I'm able to survive day by day. Back then, realizing what has happened to me now, I think it's a big message that someone who's gone through this today, there's a lot of hope for them in the future. Okay? So don't give up hope is my first message. And the reason why I started thinking about this is because I know my personality. I'm a super deep thinker, for those of you that know me. It can be fantastic, and it can be a huge crutch and paralyzing. Okay, so I feel like I can relate to some of you guys who are going through this because I've been through it myself, and I've gotten out of it. I've sunk back into it, gotten out of it again, and here I am today. Okay, so the reason why I started thinking about this is because I haven't done a KE100 video in a while, and I know I promised everyone a second part of the wheelie video, and I'm going to leave this raw. I'm not going to edit any of it. I'm just going to leave it raw so you can hear everything, my screw-ups and everything. So the other day I went out and said, hey, I got to be a good YouTuber, and I never realized how hard being a YouTuber was. You know, talking to yourself and on a motorcycle, and trying to think of ideas to make interesting content. That's all pretty tough, and it's a challenge. So in one of the videos I promised I was going to take you guys to through the trails again on the KE100 and explore some abandoned areas back by my house called Back Beach. And it's pretty cool, it's really interesting, and I got my butt off the couch because I was having a bad day. I said, let me get motivated, and I got the camera ready, and I got on the bike, and here I was in a new trail, which I thought was super cool for myself and for you guys to see, to share some of what I was looking at. And I get in this trail, and I see an abandoned car, and I don't want to spoil the content because I'm going to take you guys through this anyway at some point in time in video. But I see this awesome abandoned car, this rust bucket that has been there for probably years. And as I pull up to it, there's a big giant black snake that, you know, shoots out of it. And not that it was chasing me, but, you know, it was slithering around. It was pretty cool. It was great content for you guys to see. And I thought that was going to be awesome. So I ripped through the trails a little bit, went through some abandoned areas, and really, I'm not going to say poured my heart out, but, you know, really showed you guys some stuff that I like to see and thought maybe you can enjoy it with me. And so I got all that. I saw somebody I thought I knew in the trail. It turns out I didn't know her. There was just a lot of cool stuff that went on in that video, and things were going great. And, you know, I was on my way home to end the video, and while I was on the trail, I saw a bunch of kids on bicycles, and they saw me. They were looking, you know, thumbs up and whatnot, you know, and, you know, kids love motorcycles. And on the way home, I saw them on the street, and they were riding their bicycles, and I was passing through, and I passed through the street that they were on, and they gave me a thumbs up, and they're like, do a wheelie, do a wheelie. So I just passed the road, and my nature, honestly, is to be relatively introverted and shy. But with this whole YouTube thing, you know, it forces you to kind of put yourself out there and put out some good content and make yourself more available. Hey, look, if you're going to be a YouTube celebrity, which I don't intend on being, you're going to have to get ready for some attention, whether it be positive or negative. So what I decided to do was turn around and go back and talk to these kids, which I normally would never do. Go back and talk to them and see what was going on, tell them I have a YouTube channel, maybe promote myself a little bit, and crack a wheelie for these guys. And I walked up to her, actually, I rode up to them and said, hey, you guys want to be on YouTube? And they were super excited about it. I was super excited because they were super excited. And I told them the channel name, and they actually subscribed, and, you know, I was excited to do a wheelie for them and put them on camera and get their permission to do so. And I get home, and I was super pumped. I was having a great day. And I know this might seem minor, but when I got home all excited to look at my footage, I realized that the file was corrupt, and everything, all the adventure that I just went on and was excited to share with you guys and was proud of myself for doing as a person, was all gone. Not usable. None of it was even viewable. So, you know, bad things happen. Okay, so I could have done one of two things with that. I could have said, you know what, this sucks. I'm never doing another YouTube video again. And I'm not going to say let down my fans because I don't have that many yet. But, and you know, let down myself and let down other people and just give up. Dark times. Okay, and I let it sink in for, you know, a day, and it upset me, I'm not going to lie. And I decided to myself, hey, look, this is a great opportunity to spin off and make another video, and let's get back into it. Let's not give up. Okay, let's turn a dark situation into a light situation. And the point I'm making is, here I am making another video and talking to you guys about motorcycle therapy. I like to go out on the bike. It really does relax me. It allows my mind to be active instead of just sitting on a phone and playing video games and whatnot. And there was a point in time when I told you guys about that story when I was really panicky and really almost unable to function, I'm not going to lie, where I couldn't even drive a car. I was housebound for a month. And I remember being curled up in my mom's bed because I moved back home, and I had, as a 29-year-old male, had to have my mom take care of me, and trying to understand what was happening to me. My point being is I went through a really rough time and I got out of it, okay? And here I am today able to talk to you guys about it. And I'm not boasting by any means. What I'm saying is, if I can do it, an anxiety-ridden person who fights every day to challenge anxieties and inadequacies and insecurities, and like I said, I do fight it every day, you guys can do it too. So if you're in a bad situation, or you feel as though, you know, there's no help in sight, there is support out there, whether it be a phone call, whether it be a friend. There are people out there who care about you. There are ways to get financial support, and I just don't want to see you guys lose hope, okay? And that's really important to me, because throughout my whole journey, losing hope would have been the end of it. I hate to say it. And keeping the hope is super important. Realizing that there are better days ahead. Today may be a bad day. Tomorrow may be a bad day. And maybe the next one is too. But there are always better days ahead. Okay? Keep that in mind. I just want to share that with you guys. I'll take you guys off-road next time. But I did want to talk to you guys about that. I just feel really strongly about it, and I thought it'd be something that, even if I can get one person to understand what I'm saying, it would help. And my goal is to not have anybody suffer, maybe like I did, okay? Or if they do, maybe let's lessen it a little bit. For those of you who aren't suffering, or for those of you who aren't in a bad situation, make it a point to reach out to some people who might be in a less fortunate situation than you are. We all need everybody here, okay? Yes, the world's in a weird place. There's my Cobra again. I love this car. The world is in a weird place, a place that we're not used to seeing. But if we all stick together and work together, okay, in our times of need, I think we can work through this and get to a better place for those who maybe are less fortunate, okay? So compassion, sympathy, understanding, these are all valuable things that we need to practice at the moment. And listen, it's not going to get better without that. I don't think it's going to get worse with it. And worst comes to worst out of all this, you make a friend, you make a support partner, whatever it might be. I think nothing but good can come out of it. Understand that there are people out there who do need you. Understand that there are people out there that you need. Okay, let's not get our pride in the way. Let's understand that there are better days ahead, and they're up for the taking. Sometimes the depression, the anxiety, and the fear blinds us to all that. But I just did want to remind you guys today that whether it be motorcycle therapy, medical therapy, any type of therapy that makes you feel better and that makes you realize that there is hope and that life is a bundle of ups, downs, sideways, stagnancy, if that's even a word. There are many, many things that will come your way, and you will get through them all. But you have to have hope, put the effort in, and try to forget about the demons that are keeping you down. Okay, I didn't mean to get all philosophical on this, but it is a really important topic to me, and I do want to make this channel about motorcycles and how they have helped me, how they have shaped my life. And honestly, motorcycles are a part of it. At the point in time I couldn't drive, the only thing I was able to do was transport myself on a Ninja 250. And then slowly but surely, I was able to get back in. I remember my first trip in the car was to get gas about a mile away without having a panic attack. And that was a big achievement for me. For most people, it's just old hat every day. They do it all the time, don't think about it. For me, that was a big achievement. So step by step, slowly rebuild, ask for help, help others if you don't need the help at the moment, and let's make sure that we are all happy, safe, and secure. All right, guys, thanks so much for listening. I didn't mean to be sappy, but I wanted to get out on the KE100 for a little bit and talk to you guys and let you know a little bit about myself and hopefully help some of you out, okay? Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Always remember, if you don't mind and this video was of some value to you, please be sure to drop a like down below. If you are looking for some more content from me, hopefully it'll be valuable, and I will try to make it that way. Please consider subscribing. And lastly, hit the notification bell down low as well. It will let you know anytime I put up a new video or create new content. So, guys, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. You all have a great day.